This is the best ever. We're the best team in the country.
Touchdown!
13-0, baby. Best in school history.
Can you believe that was 15 years ago? Great memories. Brian Johnson captained the 2008 Utes to a Sugar Bowl title and #2 national ranking. It's no surprise around here that he's also found success as a coach. After a decade in college, Brian made the transition recently to the NFL and has become one of the hottest names in the profession. He was back in town this week, and I had a chance to catch up with the new offensive coordinator of the Philadelphia Eagles. After 10 years in college, why did you make the decision to jump to the NFL?
Twofold. I think the biggest reason was, there's obviously a challenge in being in the highest level of football. And you grow up as a kid watching guys play on Sunday and, dreaming about being in that league in some shape or form. So, for me, it was really, really exciting to get a chance to fulfill that dream.
Why have the Eagles been such a great fit for you?
Well, it's a first-class organization. I can't say enough about Mr. Lurie and Howie Roseman and Coach Sirianni. I've been able to learn a lot from those guys in the last 2 years, and I think just everything in terms of how they see the game really aligned. And I'm happy to be a part of that organization. When I tell you they do everything to put everybody in the best position to do their jobs well. It's really a well-run place.
It wasn't the result you wanted, but what was it like to have all that success and then to be at the Super Bowl and to be a part of it, coaching in a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, football's biggest stage, so the 2 weeks leading up to it, you had a lot of attention, obviously, around the game and around the matchup and so many different storylines. Anytime you work that hard and you see your hard work pay off, with all of the great players that we had, and for it not to end the way that you wanted it to is obviously disappointing, but I think that just kind of leaves a burning desire to get back.
You've had a track record now developing great quarterbacks, Dak Prescott, Kyle Trask at Florida, and now Jalen Hurts. What is the secret to developing quarterbacks and getting the most out of a quarterback?
First and foremost, been around great players. I think all of the credit goes to the player and the work that they put in to put themselves in position to have a consistent success week in and week out. And then I think, overall, just the essence of coaching is being able to transfer that information in a way that's digestible, that's clear and concise, and let them have their talent take over.
What is your coaching ambition? Do you want to be a head coach in the NFL? What are your goals?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, what I've learned in this profession, I think this will be my 13th year in coaching, so is, be where your feet are. And you try to do the best job you can in the current role that you're in, and the rest of that stuff takes care of itself. I really, really believe that it's if you can put yourself in that moment and be the best that you can be and worry about helping your players succeed to the best of their ability, the other stuff comes along with that.
How did the experience you had here as a player and everything you did and accomplished help you become where you are today?
Well, I think it set a great foundation for it. I've learned so much about the game, not only from Coach Witt, but from Coach Ludd. The stuff that they would say 15 years ago, 16 years ago, you see the reasoning behind it and you see it come to life. In my profession, and not only that, but you see it come to life in parenthood. You see it come to life in marriage. So all these life lessons that they teach you through the game of football, it's really amazing to see how applicable it is to other areas of your life. And I really, really appreciate, Kyle and Urban and those guys for bringing me here and letting me get to experience that firsthand and be able to kind of use that as a catalyst for my career. And You know, because some of those same lessons that I learned here as a player and even as a coach here at the University of Utah are lessons that I carry forward with me, lessons that I try to pass along to players that I've coached along the way, and it's really stood the test of time.
And I'll ask you a question every Utah fan is going to want to ask you. If the head coaching job ever came open here, would you have any interest in going back to college?
I love the University of Utah. You know, there's so many special memories and special experiences and relationships that I've built here throughout the community of Salt Lake. And, you know, I do consider that this place will always be home. It's really, really awesome to come back in here. This is my first time back and seeing the South End Zone and to see, you know, the way things have built up and to see the success that the program has had the last 2 years and back-to-back Pac-12 championships has been really, really fun to watch from a distance.
You didn't want to answer that question, did you? It's totally understandable. You did a great job.
Now, first rodeo.
It was awesome.